Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Budget Buggies episode. This episode, I'm actually going to show you guys a new team that I just built. And by just built, I mean I have the footage from a couple of weeks ago, so I guess it's still recent. I started out with the keystone in the entire team. That's big old Ibrahimovic up top, Zlatan. And he is the star player in that squad. And I got him for 77,500 coins. It's a pretty good deal. And then I built a team around him that is decently modest. I didn't really drop a whole lot of money on the other players. It was more of going to be a showcase for Ibrahimovic himself. And, you know, it has a bunch of Milan and Juventus players. And Abel Hernandez up top. So I got Emmanuelson and Nocherino in the middle, and then Krasic and Giachherini on the wings. And those guys will provide the crosses that Ibra is so good at. Every time I played against Ibra, he's just been a beast in the air, and I intended to exploit that fact. Also, in Italian defense, I had to put Chiellini in there. He's such a tank. And then I also got Martin Caceres. He's quite a good defender for his rating. And then in net we have Stekelenburg, who has, whenever I've played him, he's been a god among men and goalkeepers. So it's a pretty okay squad, pretty decent squad actually, with Ibrahimovic up top being the main damage dealer, and everybody else kind of it's set up to feed him the ball so that he can do magic with it. Now, I will preface it by saying that I'm not that good of a skill player and skill player in general, but using Ibrahimovic was really good, and I've been playing him in other games, and the team has kind of changed from what you see here. So I will have another update at some point in the future about this team. But this team itself right now, it was pretty solid, and I won a lot of games with them. So I went up against this guy, Beyonce, pretty powerful team based on his team ratings, and when we came to the team matchup screen, it was correct. He also has Stekelenburg in net. I guess fans the same keeper, and Walter Samuel in form. He has Cavani up front and Di Natale, I think it was. So he's got a very potent side. Also happened to be Serie A, and his players, Boateng, are a little bit more, are actually significantly more expensive than my midfield players. I don't know how much Cavani is actually, but he had a pretty good side. Lavezzi on the sides as well. Krasic is another common player that we have. And generally, when I try out new sides, I try and put it to a little bit defensive because I want to see how the fullbacks behave. If you put it on regular, and if it's just some wacky fullback who likes going on forward runs, they'll be in the opponent's half of the pitch, right after kickoff. And I don't really like that. I like to have a little bit more control on what my fullbacks are doing in this kind of a situation. And I started out very slow. It was quite a bad start, actually. I didn't hold on to possession. I just gave it away almost instantly. It wasn't really the best game ever. The one thing you will notice on ultra defensive and defensive is only your strikers go upfield. So right now you'll see Ibra and Abel Hernandez are the only two players that are kind of ready to counterattack if there is an occasion for it. And there again, I don't really know what I was doing. I was just getting a feel for the squad, and I wasn't really playing that well. Just kind of kicked it out when I should have just controlled it and gotten Ibra and Abel Hernandez involved in the attack. This guy was taking a really long time on these dead ball situations, but I guess it helps because I get to commentate more. Try to cross it in there. Pretty weak cross. Was able to take care of it. Ibra showing how he can hold up the ball. Pretty good 1-2 there with Abel Hernandez. I was trying to slow it up a little bit, but it's just kind of try and feel out how Ibrahimovic plays. And I don't think slowing down is my forte in using him. There you go. I try to slow him down again. Here, Ibra does a nice little chop, and he gets brought down, and it's not even a penalty. No foul, no penalty. nothing. And I was so surprised. I was just like, well, how come that wasn't a foul? He was just shoved to the ground. But anyway, I got on with it. And the referee just letting all kinds of things go. I've seen that kind of that kind of a challenge after a skill move given as a foul before. So I guess this ref was going to be a little bit more permissive in the things he allowed us to do. Again, me just trying to pretend that I can skill with Ibra. And then Ibrahimovic, he should have put that into the net. For the kind of striker he is, in that kind of a chance, you really expect him to bury those chances. He was a little bit off balance maybe, but for 77,000 coins, you hope he can bury those kind of chances. Didn't happen. It's okay. It was a goal kick. Abel Hernandez again pressuring up front. There was a glitch with my PVR. Any case, Ibrahimovic not as strong as I thought he was. Losing the ball, but I got the free kick to retain possession. Took it just kind of trying to float it into the box. I don't know why Ibra's complaining there, and there's nothing there. It's just a bad play. His keeper Stekelenburg booted it back up. I tried another 1-2 with Ibra, but Ibra is just not fast enough. That's the other thing I've noticed while using Ibrahimovic is he's obviously his pace isn't there, but he also feels a little bit not fast. This guy doing a nice chop to get past my defender with Di Natale. I thought he got brought down there by Caceres, but he took the shot, and that seems to have made the referee change his mind. This referee was letting a lot of things go in this game. And here again, me just kind of trying to feel out the side and do some good play. And he wasn't a bad player. He was a pretty good player. He was using skill moves, and he was juking me out, and quite a good player actually. I think Lucio losing out to Ibra. That's really what Ibra is good for. He just keeps that defender on his back. He doesn't allow him to, mess with him. And there he's trying to cheeky little Rabona with, I think it was Cambiaso. Yeah, Cambiaso. Here I almost give it up. I decided to just clear it, be safe instead of trying to play it out of the back. And this was going to be quite the butter and bread move for me, is a through ball over the top onto the pace of Abel Hernandez, and I think that was the way it was going to go. Get quick 1-2 and let Hernandez run at the defense and run behind them, in fact. And then also 4-4-2, what you also want to do is kind of try and get it up the wings like that. Because you want to really utilize the width that 4-4-2 offers. I don't know why that was a yellow card. Ref was letting it, or it wasn't a yellow card, it was just a caution. But he was allowing a lot of things to go. And here this guy's moving his wall, and it really tempted me. I wanted to, just test out and see how he felt. That wasn't that far off. I have scored those before. I think I have a video that shows me scoring one of those tight angle free kick shots. Didn't go in this time, but every once in a while it'll go in, and thank you for the goal. This was not the best corner. Again, just trying to get used to the amount of curve that my default corner takers have. This is the first game with this team, obviously. Don't know. I was skipping the replays. You wanted to watch that replay for some reason. Again, you'll notice since it's ultra defensive, there's really only Ibra and Abel Hernandez in the box. There's a little bit there with Nocherino just kind of on the edge of the box, but you don't get a lot of bodies in the box at that kind of a defensive level. That's really one of the biggest disadvantages of having a defensive mindset in your players, is they don't attack as much. And this was a beautiful through ball, and I really should have scored. I really should have scored, and I should have just passed it to Ibra sooner. And there you go, Ibrahimovic showing his quality right outside the box and just kind of powering it into the corner. Even the keeper of the quality of Stekelenburg can't stop that. I think I just wanted to kind of admire the distance at which the shot was taken from. I didn't play the full replay though. And then after that, Ibra just mowing through his defense. This guy likes his fake shots. He likes them a lot. I think he likes to do the what's it called? Not the chop, but the one that you do when you're slower, the scoop roll or scoop turn, I guess. It looks really good, so I can understand why he likes to do that. And he was able to get basically 2 players on me most of the time. He was using some kind of tactic that increases pressure, I think. So it was a good game by him. He was making sure I didn't have a lot of time on the ball. And here you go. Just Ibra is just able to shrug off those kinds of shoulder tugs that usually take smaller players out of the game. I don't think even Ibra can do that kind of a turn. And it was coming up to halftime. I was 1 goal up, and I really wanted to get another goal just to kind of cement my position. It was a really bad through ball. I should have held on to it or passed it back or kept possession. This guy using his pace with Boateng to go up the wings. It's a good strategy even for him with his team. Just go up the wings, exploit that space, make your fullbacks, contribute to the game. Make your opponent's fullbacks contribute to the game. This guy is trying to clear it out with the aerial pass instead of, I think, just a clear button. And he was making a lot of passing errors, which I was also making. As you can see, their possession turned over like 4 or 5 times in that small period of time. And here again, it turned over again. And he was doing tricks and really trying to put my defense off, and this was a nice little series of 1-2s that caught his defense out. And Abel Hernandez, I took it on his wrong foot. I shouldn't have taken it on his right. Should have taken it on his left. That should have been a guaranteed goal. He was through on goal. I don't know why I messed it up. I have played with Abel Hernandez before, so I don't really think I can blame, not being familiar with the way he plays. And again, this guy felt like he wanted to watch all the replays at halftime. Really works out well for me because you guys get to see it on the feed here. It gives a little bit more cinematic, more interesting feel as far as YouTube videos go. So I'm glad for that. There you go again, that shot from Ibra. What a shot. That's a great shot. At halftime, 55% possession, really nice. I was enjoying the game. I just really needed to get my pass success percentage up. There you go again. He's doing that scoop turn that he likes so much. I conceded a free kick just for bumping into him there while he was doing a skill move. And that's the other thing I've noticed is if you're doing a skill move and you get impeded in any way, it's an immediate free kick usually, and you can kind of exploit this to your advantage. If you do a skill move in the box and the defender even touches you, it's an instant penalty. But that shouldn't prevent you from running at your opposition. Here, I don't know who that left back was, but excuse me, he closed Abel Hernandez down very, very quickly. I was very surprised, actually. Abel, is a very speedy player, so that was a risky, back pass by me, but the risk paid off. I was able to keep possession, and then I just gave it away. Luckily for me, he fouled me, so I got, a dead ball situation to my advantage. And again, I was just trying to use Ibra as much as possible, just kind of doing random tricks in the box. It looks cool, but when you don't score, it doesn't feel that good. Here, him also trying to do some tricks. They get past me, and then just a simple turn from Krasic gets past his man, but then he runs in to some opposition and decides to, just lose the ball again. And here's me just trying to keep some possession and, do another 1-2 and a very lucky timed slide tackle there. That's the thing I don't like about slide tackles either, is even if you miss it, you're miles away from your opponent, miles away from the ball, and your player's basically out of that situation. If you do connect with the slide tackle, most of the time your player is just going to be on the ground for so long that you won't even be able to take the ball that you just slide tackled. And that's really, it's quite frustrating when you slide tackle somebody, brilliantly. You get it, get the ball, but then immediately the ball gets back. As you can see, the way I usually play is I try and get my fullbacks back, to cover any passing or trick passing lanes. And then I try and press with a midfielder to win the ball back. And that's generally the strategy I've used. And when in possession, I try and play in my strikers with my midfielders. And sometimes I'll go in for the overlap like that. I was hoping Ibrahimovic would win that kind of header, but I guess Lucio and Samuel are extremely good defenders. You can't just get any old pass past them. And this was a very dangerous situation. I don't know how Stekelenburg saved it. It was almost going to be a certain goal. If Di Natale had put more power on it, I think it would have gone in. I was quite relieved because that was almost the equalizer. Great clearance. And again, it takes a little while for your team to get out the blocks, and I just decided to take that time and let my formation, recoalesce, get its shape, let the team get its shape again. And I really, really should have passed it to Hernandez, but I really, really wanted to score with Ibra again. Just those long-range shots are just such a beauty to see going in. I will say I'm quite impressed with Chiellini and Caceres. They're a really good team at the back there, and they make it pretty hard for anybody else to score against me. And this guy's informed Samuel and Lucio were pretty good as well. They were quite good, actually. They were really good on crossing situations. They didn't let anything through, essentially. This guy, he was able to get past a lot of my people, but somehow Stekelenburg again in the right place to save it. That was quite a very, very close offside, and those kinds of situations sometimes, you'll see your defender make a challenge, to block the ball and then be completely out of position for the follow-up attempt. So that was kind of scary, and I really should have cleared as well instead of just trying to pass it on, up the wings. Hear me again, just trying to juke him out a little bit. This is the thing with Ibra is I'm using him badly, but also he doesn't have a lot of pace to cover up for any mistakes you might make. So if you don't get in the right place, you will most likely lose. That was a good pass there from Ibra. I think he should have probably taken it on his own. But I saw that Abel was in a better position. I don't think this qualifies as a tramp goal. I don't know. Maybe the dubious goals panel will have to see. But I just felt like Abel was in a better position, and there was a defender in between them. And so I don't know. I guess if I feel bad, it probably was a tramp. And I don't know if this was him raging that I scored something that seemed like a tramp. I don't know. I didn't feel too bad about it because it wasn't a very blatant kind of tramp. And I'm just trying to feel out the side as well. Again, you'll see, I think I switched it back to normal. I don't know. I was getting an overlap there. Generally, you don't get overlaps unless you're on like ultra attacking. That's when everybody just streams forward except the center backs. And you can make the center backs go forward as well if you say with the strategies that center backs join attack. So you can potentially have all 10 of your players upfield, leaving you extremely wide open to counterattack. And this guy had some very, very pacey players. So again, me trying to make a sensational goal when I should have just dribbled in a little bit closer and gotten a little bit closer to goal. And sometimes those work, sometimes they don't. When they work, they turn out to be awesome. Here you go, Stekelenburg again being a fantastic goalkeeper. That's 2 point-blank shots that he stopped that should have been goals. And that's really why I like Stekelenburg. He just makes these impossible saves. And me trying to, I don't know what I was doing there, but Krasic just fell over himself. Ibra alone with the defense goes past them and stopped by Stekelenburg. I mean, that's just how good of a goalie Stek is. He will stop, shots that would go in with other keepers, with lesser keepers, I guess. Again, me giving away the ball. As I watch this footage, I just see myself giving away the ball constantly. Um, and, I got a little lucky there. He almost skilled past me. But yeah, I didn't really play that well this game. But 2 goals, and that's not really a convincing margin of victory. And I've been winning better. I've been winning with larger margins since then. His first game turned out to be a decent game. I don't know what he was trying there. I don't know what he's going for. Maybe it was just the 90th minute, and he knows also that weird things happen when it's the 90th minute. So it's probably worth it to take that shot. Actually, he's 2 goals down. If he would have gotten a goal there, he would have had a shot getting the equalizer. And again, I don't know what I was doing. It was just terrible. But Chiellini just not getting fooled by any of those jukes. And here's me running, and I don't know what I did there. I should have kept the ball, tried to do something with Ibra. And here again, the left back Antonini coming to my rescue. I think Caceres was beaten there by Natale or Cavani. But in any case, that was the end of the game. 90 minutes, 2 goals. First one by Zlatan, and then the insurance marker from Abel. Pretty good game. I was able to get a feel for Ibra, get a few touches in the ball from him. And I kind of know what I want to go with as far as attacking strategies here for this team now. Ibra's quite good at holding up the ball, but he's not Jesus, as I've heard in online chat rooms. He's pretty good, though. So I would recommend Ibrahimovic as a purchase. I would also recommend Stekelenburg. Caceres is a great purchase for, a modestly priced defender, and Chiellini is living up to his reputation of being a tank. The other players, I don't know, they're good squad players, and so as you'll see in later episodes, I'll actually replace a lot of them. I think Antonini gets replaced, Lichsteiner gets replaced, Giachherini gets replaced. I still like Nocherino and Emmanuelson, and I also got Stekelenburg on the bench, so I might swap him out with one of those players to get a little bit of variety going. And look at that shot by Ibra. What a brilliant shot. And this was a good goal also by Abel. That's how the match ended. Ibra getting man of the match, well deserved. And his team also 4-4-2 mirror formation. Got 828 coins, not bad. 75% pass accuracy. That's really what's bothering me the most. But I got a clean sheet, and I got 53% of the possession, so that helped in bringing up my coin total. I hope you guys liked the full game. Let me know if you guys want to see more full games, and leave a like or a comment, and I'll see you guys later.